Hello and welcome back. As you can see, I have not traveled home. I was a liar. I'm still in the field. The reason for that is because I've just remembered that I will be on holiday. So, ooh, need to go get this. So I need to record things in advance. Um, and it's a lot quicker for me to just keep on where we were than run back to the house. So we're gonna be getting boring, and then these just disappear. Boop, 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 gone. So we're gonna be getting two explore episodes right after each other. My apologies. But that's purely because it's what works for me. Sorry, but I'm excited to go on holiday. I'm not going anywhere exciting, really. Um, but I am going in a tent. I love being in the tent. We're not wild camping, it is like in a campsite. But that always honestly makes me feel a lot safer. Um, Especially the country that I'm in, wild camping isn't necessarily legal. Um, and like you're always just like in like funny enough, the wild. But like you never know who's like walking past or who else is there, and it's always made me feel a bit like, oh, and now arguably in a campsite you have no clue either. All that you know is that there will be people there. But I don't know, I feel like people behave themselves better in a campsite. But that could also be complete lies. But see, in that direction, there's that. And this village. So we're not gonna. I don't know what I thought this deer was, but it scared me. Oh, he's making weird noises. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like people just kind of behave themselves more in a campsite, and more so because the campsite is like family friendly. There are what on? Oh, it's the giant mushroom. I think there's lots of things that want to murder me in here. Yeah, we're gonna just run. Yeah, because it's like a family friendly one. Like, there's not gonna be people like partying or anything like that. Because that is also, I don't know if any of you have ever been camping at a campsite um, in Europe. But the hell is that? I'm so sorry. I stay on topic for more than 2 seconds would be fantastic. But there's always the two types. There's like the family friendly where like this is where people go for like their summer holiday, and like there's like play parks and like there's kids running around or whatever. And there's like curfews and stuff. And then there's the ones that are like families also come here, but sort of just like teenagers on their first like holiday away from family, and they're just loud and drinking the whole time. And you're staying in a tent, and so you hear every part of the fight that they are now having because they can't handle their alcohol, and somebody did something they weren't meant to. They messaged someone they're not meant to. They liked their girl's Instagram photo. And it's 3 a.m. and you just want to go to sleep. But these people, they're going at it, and they're also staying in a tent. And one thing about tents, there's no soundproofing. So this will not be one of those tent excursions. This is hopefully closer to there's curfews and people shut up past 10 p.m. Because I am basically a granny and cannot stay up past midnight. I mean, well, sorry, technically I can. It's not like it hits midnight and I'm just conked out. But it is hard for me to stay up past midnight. Goes in there, so then I'm not just filling up my pockets. It's hard for me to stay up past midnight. When I was younger, no problem. Now, problem. So, all of that long tangent to say, I'm going on holiday, so I am just pre-recording, and I'm going to have so much fun. By the time you're seeing this, I believe I will actively be on holiday. If I'm correct. And I'm having so much fun. And against what most people will say, I'm hoping it rains. Because rain in the tent is so good. Now, do I want it lashing down 24/7 the entire time so the entire thing's a washout? No. No, I don't. Do I want it to be like 5 a.m.? The sun's just starting to peek through some dark clouds. The tent's sort of slightly lit up, but not really. Like, you can see things, but it's not like real dark anymore. And you wake up and there's the cold air hitting at your face, but the rest of you is really nice and toasty because you're in your sleeping bag and you've got like a duvet over you because it was really cold last night. And you just wake up to just the light little pitter patter of the rain on your waterproof tent cover. And like there's really no kind of wind or whatever. It's just a really light, almost like misty kind of rain. But you hear every little aspect of it on the tent. Yeah, that's what I want. Bottle that up. I will pay you thousands. So that is what I'm most excited for. And if you've never experienced that, you should at least once. You don't need to wild camp. I don't like the... Also, apparently this entire video is just gonna be me ranting about camping. I don't like the people who imply that the only correct way to be camping is like to wild camp. I see it a lot when I see like videos of people like doing like their tent setups and stuff like at campsites. And their setups are so cool. And now, do you think you need a microwave with you? Not necessarily, but if you have kids and like a lot of their comfort foods or a lot of the foods that you know they will eat, they are safe to eat, need to be microwaved, well then I guess yeah, you're bringing a microwave. But it's the ones who then see stuff like that and they're like, no, you should be lying on the cold ground with your tent barely covering you. And you just have to make a fire every night and boil water from the stream. That's how real camping is done. Is that also camping? Yes, yes it is. But like, sometimes it's nice to just be in a tent. And like, I really use when we're away camping to like log off from online because like basically everyone else, I'm addicted to my phone because of course I am, because what else would you do with your time, you know? And I use being in the tent really to like log off. Like I literally bring, just discussed in the last one about how I'm an old person because, no, not even the last one, like a couple minutes ago, but how I'm an old person because I, in we go, because I need to be in bed before midnight. But I also bring like coloring with me to unwind. I bring books with me. We bring like board games. Love a board game. And it's not like the only time I play them is when I'm away camping. We play them a lot outside of that also. But they do get played while we're away camping. So I very much enjoy it. I can assure you, as I'm sure you were all very worried, I will be having the time of my life away. And then I'll be back and you won't even know it. I hear gross noises. Let's go this way. I am just, honestly at this point, going so much further out. Right, 1,500 blocks this way. Let's attempt it. We're just going to walk in a straight line this way. I'm going to now not. Okay, well. Okay. I was literally about to say I'm going to try to not blow up those creepers. Both of them immediately blew up, but that is fine. It's whatever. Don't shout at me about it, you know? There's a bear. Okay. Keep running past the bear. He makes scary noises. Yeah, I've never actually been no, on a family holiday in this sense. I kind of have with like my partner. But I've never been like on like well, sorry. I've never been on a resort holiday ever. Full stop. Never done it. Um family or otherwise. I've never stayed at any type of resort or all inclusive or anything like that. Never done that. Um, but I've also never been on a holiday with my family. Um, these things. Oh, it's just mobs. I've never been on a resort holiday. I've never been at a hotel holiday with my family either. We are very strictly tent. We had a trailer tent when I was very young, caravans, tents. And trailer caravans, not static caravan. I've never stayed in a static caravan either. Um, trailer for American people, I believe is what it's called. It's a, ooh, sugar. Trailer. Never stayed in any of them. Only ever stayed in a touring caravan or, oh my word, or tents or a trailer. Touring and trailer are different. The difference is a touring caravan is a caravan-esque that is on wheels, and a trailer tent is a tent that's on a trailer. So it has like a you've got your trailer bed, and then it normally pops up from there. I love them. I would love to get one again. They are expensive because they don't really exist anymore. Because apparently capitalism does not breed innovation. Capitalism breeds let's all make the exact same thing and make it look the exact same thing because that one sold well. Oh, that was a very random rant about the industry of caravans. I mean, which doesn't even just go to caravans. I mean, if you look at a lot of the vans that people make, the van conversions, yes, obviously I understand. Oh no, I hate those things. Okay. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. Go away. Yes, they. Oh, it's gonna. There we go. Everything's fine. Everything is totally fine. Yes, some things just work in the way that they work. I get that. Like sometimes there are things which is like, yes, this is the easiest and the best and the most efficient way to have this thing. But I feel like they all just look the same. Different color paint, different bedding. Maybe the bed is also done in a slightly different way, but that's about it. And I don't know why, but it annoys me. Oh god, I don't know. Oh, I don't know if it's just like a... Oh my god. There's so many of them. I don't know if it's just as a certain chance of when you kill an adult spider, they will burst into a bunch of their babies. But I hate it every time it happens. It makes me uncomfortable, and I'm glad that I've never experienced that in real life, where I try not to kill spiders in general, but I've luckily never killed a spider and then had its babies spawn from it. Ugh. Horrific. Okay. I think I'm still going this way. I think this is the way that the sign pointed. I mean, I'm also just kind of going around the way to go back up because I do need to head back at some point. Ooh, village. Not village, village. Village on the water, village. I do need to head back home at some point, so hopefully go check the village. It is also so hard for me to just not say brain rot into this microphone. The amount of times where I say something and then in my head I say the brain rot of that. Like there, I was like, oh, we'll go have a look. And I want so badly to say that, like, oh, we'll have a look. Soundbite. And I have to honestly stop myself. Because this is not just meant to be a location where I can just spout brain rot for no reason. So I actively do stop myself. Because... is there nothing in here? Obviously there's these, but I can't break these because if I... yeah. Okay, well I can do this actually. I'm having those. In you get... yeah, I need bowls to get those ones. And I don't have bowls. I don't think I have any bowls. No. I mean, they look like real cool, but useless to me. I'm taking this rice though, actually. No, we're taking them all. I'm having them all. They're mine. You can't stop me. And with how slow it's taking. There we go. Okay. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna take sushi bits again. We're gonna go in here. These. Can you get? Cool. Is there... I mean, clearly... ooh. Oh, I don't know about other fish. This one I was just in. That is the one I was just in. I'm gonna get lost in here. It is massive. Closer. I'm taking my bread. I just said I'm taking my bread. I'm taking your bread. Take that. These chests are so strange. That one's a unique gem. Can I squeeze through here? Yes, I can. Perfect. The speed of those men, there must be... yeah, I was like, there must... am I now trapped? What was that about? Just gonna... yoink, 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 yoink. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. Ding, ding, dong. I don't know what that was. A lot of books. And no enchanted one. Rude. Bow. This like leather? Archer tunic. Sure thing. There a chest on this roof? Yes, there is. Thank you very much. Do you have any of this? Back in there. Beautiful. Have the rest in there. Beautiful. Whereabouts am I on this map? Yeah, so I basically could just make a straight run home. And that might be... ooh. Rune crafting altar, spellbinding table. What if I just took these both? This doesn't seem to want to break, but it did. Avenue also. I hate this floor. There was a rune down there. I saw it. Beautiful. Useless, but beautiful. Okay. Down, 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 down. Oh, there's 3 runes. I don't know how they work. But I'm having them. Only one way to learn. And that's by theft. Arguably, have enough bread. Surely there should be way more fish. This is literally a village on the water. I personally think there should be way more fish. Oh, okay, doing that, did that. Okay. Let's take these again. Thank you. Sure, that can do that. Take those again. This is a lot of doing jams. Those can go in there, and those can go in there. Yep. Hello? Beautiful. Do you have things I want? No, not really. Well, I do want that. I think I've got those bracelets and stuff before, because I have found... Someone's drinking a potion. I have found one of these before, so this isn't a completely new village. No, I thought it was a diamond. Okay, I definitely have not robbed the whole place, but I don't think we're going to be finding anything amazing in here. A lot of these new generations of villages have a lot of space, a lot of buildings, but not a lot of loot. There's not a lot to actually steal from them, which that's fine. They don't have to be theftable. I mean, arguably, why would I go there if they're not? But, you know. Technically, they're allowed to not be theftable. Things are allowed to exist without having an inherent value. Okay. I do believe now we're heading home. Now it's home time. So, my apologies for this much shorter one. I mean, it also is probably going to be a lot less edited because it is shorter. Well, actually, is it that much shorter? Anyway. But I will be having a great time on my holiday, but I hope that you all have fun on your holidays. Summer holidays is upon us. I hope you enjoy. So if you did like this one, please leave a like. If you really liked it, subscribe. Let me know, have you ever been on a camping holiday? What do you think about camping? Do you think it has to be rugged intense, or can it be fun? And I'm not referring to glamping where like it's like you're barely even in a tent. You're still in a tent and you're still like cooking on like a little stove. You're just not heating every second off it. And I will hopefully join you in the next one where I will be at home. That is where we're heading. We are heading home. We are 3,000 blocks away from it, but that's where we're going. Thank you for watching. Bye.